is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Sun Devils will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the first crack at it in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on third and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hog mollies, the big...
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Bray. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. White going to attack through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll throw on 3rd and short. The quick out. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Rushes on him. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Tollefson. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it set up on the outside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauer. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for room, it's Brigg. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
White wants to throw it. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
Got his man quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job, Fall.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the catch. It's Lopez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Battle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
So now it's second and long. White going to attack through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Arizona State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They just keep firing. Slips away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. He gets it down to the 37. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Hall will throw it. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. He'll get a fresh set of downs. Stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. That's caught. It's Butler. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him.
The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
The Cowboys will hustle to the line. Hall to go up top. Setting up the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Fields. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle. It's fouled. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And off from the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Nice move to keep running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
White wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Winton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's battle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. White going to attack through the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Got it behind the line. It's great. Touchdown, Sun Devils! A great catch and run for 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
42, Oklahoma State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll give it to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. These corners backing off a bit.
And 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Pass to Sticks, and still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Winton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Hall will throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They've been dominant and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Arizona State 56, Oklahoma State 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the left. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Hall to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll start this drive going to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Moving away from pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. On the run. Slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Got a man. It's Battle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Now adjusting. Spins away from the defender. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Fields. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just
turning it on. Doesn't quite make make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. Open space at the 25. Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Hall will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Caught behind the line. It's Battle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The give to the single back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a crease. It's Goff. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Running to Green. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And, man, what great effort. You could tell. Fighting, scratching, breaking tackles. The problem is when you give all those second efforts and you got all those guys holding you up, slowing you down, now that football becomes vulnerable. You can punch it out.
Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To the ground with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Paul to go up top. It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Snagged out in the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your...
There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Let's go. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit him right between the eyes.
And they just look